Hey foodies, welcome to Nicole's Cookhouse. Today I'm going to show you guys my version of Chinese takeout, some chicken fried rice. Now first I clean, wash my chicken, remove all the fat from it. Now when you're patting dry your chicken with a paper towel, make sure you kind of squeeze the chicken because you're trying to get all the excess water out. Now you're going to use about a teaspoon of all these ingredients: garlic powder, onion powder, some salt, some black pepper, some dried thyme. Now, as you season it, make sure you move around the chicken so you could get the seasoning on all the chicken, not just like one part. Now, I'm going to sprinkle on a tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm also going to sprinkle on a tablespoon of baking soda, and I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, basically, what you're doing is seasoning the chicken. You're going to prepare it to marinate. The chicken should marinate from the minimum of 15 minutes up to 24 hours. Do not go past 24 hours. Um, so you're going to season the chicken, then you're going to keep flipping it around, try to get all the seasoning on the whole chicken. You're going to keep flipping it and just keep rubbing it in and make sure that your chicken is well seasoned. You're going to cover it and then put it to the side. Now, what we're going to do is prep our seasonings. We're going to prep everything to put this meal together. It comes together very quickly. So, what we're going to do is chop up our scallion. We're going to put that in a bowl and put that to the side. The scallion is actually going to be used at the end, but make sure you chop that up, put that to the side. Now, I am going to chop up 4 to 5 garlic cloves. We're going to chop that up finely, and then we're going to add that to the bowl of peas. Now we're going to cut up 1 shallot, and then we're also going to cut up a whole onion, and we're going to add that to our bowl with our carrots in it because we're going to cook this together. So we're basically chopping things up, preparing it, and we're going to cook it in this same order. Now we're going to get us 2 whole large eggs. We're going to beat this up. We're going to put this to the side. Now in a separate bowl, I'm going to put in some bean sprouts and some mixed sprouts. Now this is everything that you prepared. That's the rice right there that was cooked overnight. You take the rice out the fridge 30 minutes before you're going to cook it. That's very important because you want the rice to get to room temperature. Now we're going to add some olive oil to a wok. Let that get hot. You want to see some steam coming out this wok. You're going to add the eggs to it, and we're going to scramble this up until it's cooked fully. Now you're gonna add everything, cook your food, and then you're gonna add it back to the same bowl it came in. It's okay. There's like some raw eggs in there, but it's totally fine because you're gonna throw it all right back in the pot to recook again for at least 5 more minutes. So after the eggs are cooked, I did remove any excess. That's just because I don't want anything to be burnt. So we're gonna add in some more olive oil, and then now we're gonna add in our marinated chicken and cook this fully also. I I'm Jamaican, so I'm adding in some habanero pepper. Everything has to be hot for me. So, if you don't like spicy food, don't add it. So you're gonna cook that all the way. Make sure that your stove is on high because you don't want the chicken to be that wet. It's kind of moist a little bit, you can see, but it's not that wet. You don't want wet chicken. So make sure it's high and you just keep stirring it and cook the chicken until it's fully done. All right, now we're gonna add in the carrots, that's the onions and the shallots, and we're gonna keep cooking this until the onions is translucent. And now we're gonna add in that peas and garlic, and we're gonna cook that also. This gets cooked for about 5 minutes. Like I said, you're gonna cook everything and then put it back. You could put it back in the same bowl that was in, or you see, I'm just adding this to the chicken because this is all gonna go back in after I cook the rice. So now what I'm gonna do is add in the rice. What you see me doing here is kind of breaking it up. You know, sometimes the rice is like, chunky sometimes. So I'm trying to make it small. So I'm just like kind of like shredding the rice with my fingers, breaking up any chunks in it. So you see I'm gonna stir fry this rice and keep stirring it around for a few minutes. If there's any chunks in it, I'm just gonna break it up with my hands and just keep stirring it. Then I'm going to add in the Chinese cooking wine, and everything that you add, don't add it directly to the food, add it to the side because you want it to kind of caramelize. And sometimes if you do add it to the rice, it kind of makes it soggy. So just add it to the side, and then it will mix in itself. And then you see here what I just put in is a mixture of 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I mix that in. That's just kind of a little sauce. It makes it taste a little bit better. And I'm also going to keep adding in some soy sauce to the side and keep stirring that in. You're also going to see me add in, we're going to put in some coconut aminos. That is about a tablespoon. And we're also going to continue to add some soy sauce and keep stirring that in and letting the rice cook. Now the rice is ready, so we could add everything in. This is the chicken, the carrots, the peas, the onions. We're going to add this in and we're going to stir this up also. And then we're going to add in the mixed sprouts and the bean sprouts. But we're going to give this a few minutes, let the rice and the chicken combine and cook together. You see, we're going to add in those eggs that we had scrambled earlier. And these are the sprouts. So we're gonna mix that in. This takes about like 5 minutes. We're gonna give it a nice stir. You're basically gonna be stirring a lot. So give it a good stir. Make sure nothing burns or sticks to the bottom. You're just gonna keep incorporating everything together, all your ingredients together. And when that's done, the final tapper is the scallions. I'm going to taste it to see if I feel like I need to add any salt, any black pepper, any garlic. I didn't have to. It was perfect. But if you feel like you have to add in anything extra, just please do so. So now you see me adding in the scallions. So basically, your food is done. You're ready to eat. Like I said, this comes together really quick. So make sure you prepare your food before you cook it. There you guys go. My family is ready to eat. This is Chinese food takeout, chicken, fried rice.